All right, man, I got to talk to you guys about something that's just absurd. According to census, and I'm scratching my head, according to the census.gov website and every other major media outlet in America, 45 million of us Americans are living in poverty. Are you kidding me? Recently, a researcher who works for the UN reported that America is facing an increasing poverty program which cannot be sustainable in the near future. Now, for those that have traveled abroad or even lived abroad, especially those that have traveled to third world countries, you are probably thinking, what the hell? Where is it at? Where's the poverty? I don't know about you, but poverty means a lack of opportunities first and foremost. And so this leads me to ask, where are these people that don't have electricity, plumbing, good public education system, a healthcare system, and most importantly, access to the world's largest and most prosperous economy? Where are they? You see, the first thing that the left will say to you is that the American dream is non-existent. First thing they'll tell you, it isn't viable anymore to think that the average American can land a good paying job, buy a home, and get ahead in their life. This thinking that the American dream is dead is constantly being pushed by the left, as was the case with the big-toothed socialist Alexandria Cortez. I gotta add, she's big-toothed. She's ugly, and she won a rigged election. I gotta say, the left will push the ideal. I gotta just say, she won 1% out of anybody, out of the voters that could vote in that district. She won 1%. But listen, the left will push the ideal that the only case for an economic reform is to try something that has failed every time, again and again and again and again, in economies such as, and I could keep going, but I'm going to name three: Venezuela, North Korea, and Cuba. Democrats are increasingly caving into the demands of the millennial population, people that are just like me, people that are my age, who don't want to work, as they would rather see our country's future having universal basic income checks rather than hard-earned checks. And that's a nut idea. Every time I hear of a solution by the left to fix capitalism, it is always presented by a young, naive, and clueless person who hides behind the word Democrat. But we all know what they really are, and that's socialists, young and naive. That's probably most college students right now. As a matter of fact, a report in the New York Times, which has huge influence with Democratic voters, was just released. The report distorts and falsely describes the so-called poverty in America in ways that a socialist, also known as a Democrat, might. For example, it states that 18.5 million Americans live in extreme poverty, and 5.3 additionally live in third world conditions of absolute poverty. This report fails to mention, for obvious reasons, welfare assistance, low-income food stamps, Medicaid, refundable tax credits, comparing ourselves to Burundi, a third world nation in where the average citizen earns less than $500 a month, is a logical fallacy. And it will sway young readers who are way too influenced. Who does that sound like? By fake news, believing that this sort of reporting is our reality in America. I provide a solution, one that was used to build the world's strongest military. What is it? One that was used to build the best economy in the history of the world, and also provides a safety net. One where we have developed healthcare system, public education, great housing programs, and one where it guarantees that real poverty is non-existent. You see, working hard in a capitalist society was used to beat the Soviet Union, the most famous example of socialism. And again, having this work ethic in a capitalist society has proven again and again that this is how you as an American can get ahead in life, and how we can still attain the American dream. The solution is hard work. Having said all of this, I want to touch on a subject that I discussed here very shortly, and that's universal basic income. Horrible idea, but it's seen as a wonderful solution for many on the left who want to turn this country into socialist hell. I'm going to be talking on that in the next video, and even interviewing some people. So make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook and Instagram as well. As much as I hate Facebook, but whatever, we have to do with Facebook right now. Thank you so much. God bless you guys so much, and God bless the wonderful state, this capitalist state that we live in. The greatest hit. I can't even speak it so good. It's funny because the other day I was seeing I love hip hop, right? And there's this artist. She's really talented. Her name is Cardi B. She was down talking America so bad, and then and you know where she was at? She was in a mansion. She was down talking America from her mansion. Anyways, God bless you guys all so much.